Hello and welcome to UBLUR-TV. I'm your host, Brad Harmon, and today my guest is Brant Stevens with Brant Stevens Law in Spokane, Washington. Brant, welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you, Brad.
We appreciate you squeezing a little bit of time out of your busy day to join us today. Now,
Well,
I
I
understand
appreciate
that.
you having me on your show.
Oh, well, we appreciate you making the time to join us. Now, I understand that in your law office, you guys help people with real estate law. Now, I have a question. Is it important to have an attorney on your side when you're buying or selling your home, or can you just do it all with a realtor?
Well, you can do it all with a realtor. In the state of Washington, the title companies offer what are called limited practicing officers, LPOs, who are licensed to perform real estate closings. And generally, however, their rates are higher than what our office charges. And my office has an LPO that works in our office. Her name is Dori Kjos, and she's been an LPO for 8 years now and been involved in real estate closings since 1991, I think, for a long time. And so you can go through a title company for your closing. However, we are a little bit cheaper as far as our costs go, and we offer more flexibility in where we can do the closings. We can go to the seller's home or the buyer's home to do the closings. We can do it on weekends. We can do it on evenings. So there are some advantages to going through an attorney's office to do the closing on the sale of your home, as well as you get the eyes of an attorney to look through the closing, make sure the title is good. And I have an extensive background in real estate closings, and frankly, I have more of a sensitivity to things that can go wrong in a real estate closing than a lot of title companies do. They just simply, they have a closing title train, essentially. You get put on the train, you get run through the system. And so I like to think that using an attorney's office, you get a little bit more it's more customer oriented, and you get a little bit more of a trained eye to take a look at some of the more sensitive issues that may be in the closing of your home.
I think that would be the most valuable asset of running it through an attorney's office like yours, is that you get that extra look. You're not just part of a process, because the closing at a title company, that you're just part of the process. They're just running through the paperwork, but you actually take the time to review it with the best interest of your client in mind.
That's right, Brad. That's right. And if there ends up being a problem, if there's a problem at the title company, they have insurance to guarantee that everybody gets compensated, and attorneys have malpractice insurance. And so there are some advantages of going through an attorney's office to do the closing on your home.
That's good to know. So what if you want to do it without the realtor and you want to do it for sale by owner? Is it advantageous to have an attorney on your team?
Realtors in the state of Washington will generally charge 6%. That's split between the buyer and the seller. And on a $200,000 home, that's $12,000. And so that's a significant amount of money when you're going to sell your home. And in light of the banking and the mortgage industry at this point, and some of the loans that have been made in the past, a lot of the times the sellers just don't have that margin to hire a real estate agent to sell their home for them. And so with the onset of the internet and some of the available options there for marketing your home, more people have gone towards doing a for sale by owner to try to sell their home, especially if you have a home that it's on, say, a busy street, or it's in a housing development. Sometimes it's better to use a realtor if you have somewhat of a specialty home, say a farm on some acreage, or where you really need that advertisement and the multiple listing service that's available through your realtor. But with the traditional home, it's gotten to a point that it's almost as easy to sell your home with some of these other methods as it is to sell it with a realtor, and you save yourself the 6% commission. And where our office essentially steps in and prepares the purchase and sale agreement for the homeowner, has the seller disclosures for the homeowner that are required by law in the state of Washington, and then proceed to order title insurance for the homeowner, and do a lot of those things that your realtor helps you with. But we charge on a $200,000 home, we would charge $600 or $700 to do your closing for you. Whereas if you have a realtor, they're going to charge you anywhere from $10,000 to $12,000 on their commission, on top of then paying a closer to do the closing for you. So it can be very advantageous to homeowners to do a for sale by owner, what's called a FSBO, and then use an attorney's office to help facilitate that closing.
That's good to know. So if you're one of those people that are a little bit tight on your house because it hasn't appreciated very much with the loans and things that are happening nowadays, it may be to your best interest to sell it as a for sale by owner and retain a law office like yourself rather than to try to go through the traditional real estate method. That's good to know.
Right. And so if you are doing a for sale by owner, just call my office. We'll have the purchase and sale agreement for you. That's the first step that needs to happen, and everything flows from there. So that's what I would advise someone that's doing a for sale by owner on their home.
Great. Thank you for sharing that with us. Now, in today's market, sometimes it's difficult, and it's time to refinance your home to try to get a lower mortgage or to try to avoid that adjustable rate mortgage. And sometimes it's hard to get those through. Is it possible for you and your real estate background as an attorney to help them with refinancing their homes?
Yes, and we do offer refinance closings through my office. And if you're a homeowner and interested in refinancing your home, call the office. We'll put you in touch with a number of lenders that we use, some loan officers that we use, and that have been very helpful with homeowners in the past on getting them set up to do a refinance on their home. And again, some of the interest rates on homes have been very high in the past, and the interest rates that are currently available are as low as 3 to 4%. And so that translates into considerable savings for a homeowner. Even if you're only saving yourself a couple $100 a month, over a year it's $2,400 in a year, and then over time it turns into a considerable saving. And so if you're thinking about refinancing your home, again, call my office. We have some very good lenders that we work with, and we set up everything for you. And again, we can come to your house to do the refinance if you're busy working, if you have kids. And so we offer that flexibility with traveling and time, and making sure that the refinance is something that you can get accomplished.
Excellent. That's good to know that that service is available. So it sounds like that if you have real estate, that you need a full-service real estate attorney, and it sounds like your office can help them with pretty much everything that they need.
That's right, Brad.
Well, Brant, we very much appreciate you making the time to join us on the program today.
You're welcome, Brad. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. And thank you for tuning into UBLUR TV. I hope we'll see you soon on another broadcast.